What's going on, YouTube? It's been a long while, huh? I have a lot of unread messages and unanswered emails, so I'm sorry about that. I'm back now, and I'm actually going to answer a email that I got today in my message box, and I'm kind of deviating from the norm, although I'm not sure which way my channel was going to go anyways, but I'm kind of, this message kind of hit home, so I figured, and at first I wasn't even going to touch it. I read it and I was like, no way. But I think it could be a good thing. I think it has many possibilities as far as maybe my channel even turning into more of a talk channel. I'm not sure which way the channel will go. But I am going to answer this email that I got. And I wrote down some notes because if not, my mind just starts firing a million miles an hour and I say one thing and I'm thinking like 17 other different things. So if you see me look down from time to time, that's why. Let me read the email. Actually, I have it on my computer. 1 second. Okay, so I got this email. Your videos and subscribed a while ago. Thank you. You said you were going to post up videos, but haven't seen many. Are you on a different channel we don't know about? LOL. Anyhow, I know this might not be your specialty, but I was wondering if you can make a video on how to keep a relationship. I want my boyfriend to see it because I'm literally on the verge of ending it. Thank you. Share Bear. Won't give out the rest. 28. I guess that's how old you are. 28 years old. New York, New York. So, Share Bear. Yes. Well, number one thing you need to understand though, and that's with anyone watching this video, is don't take this verbatim. Meaning don't take it concrete, word for word. This is a generalized statement that I'm about to give. And another thing is don't take it as quote-unquote advice. This is what worked for me. This is my experience. And a lot of people might ask like, oh, well, how do you know this, or blah, 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 and why are you making this video? I really don't know why I'm making it. Like I said, I'm deviating from what I originally was going to do. But based on two things. Life experience and quite a few psychology classes and just general looking into psychology. I was like, you know what, I'm going to do this. Especially because I'm kind of going through the same thing right now. So I feel that it hit close to home, and that's why I'm doing it. So anyways, the first thing we're going to go over is doing it daily, or did, as I would like to call it. This is more for the guys, because females are usually really good at this. Sending pictures, doing the little things, sending pictures, sending notes, kissing your boyfriend or girlfriend, every single day and on a consistent basis, not just one or twice or 3 times a week or whatever. It has to be on a consistent basis daily. You might not think this makes a difference, but girls actually, this is what these little things keep a relationship together. Just the little things. I mean, it's not the sole purpose of a relationship, but it helps, especially if you're in a long distance relationship. Later on I'll go into detail on how that affected my relationship, because it was a long distance relationship. So you definitely need to do, and that's probably the most important thing, one of the most important things in being in a relationship, is doing the little things on a daily, consistent basis. Even if it's not daily, I mean every other day, whatever. And it is more than one thing, it's not one particular thing. When my girlfriend was with me and we were physically together, I feel I was, they got ninjas. I feel I was pretty damn good at being a boyfriend, but when she went back, that's where I fell short. One of the parts I fell short at. So do it daily, and you'll see a dramatic improvement if you haven't been doing that already. So the second thing is have a long-term plan and go for it. This is another big aspect of being in a relationship, especially if you're the guy. You're supposed to be the sole provider. You're supposed to pretty much be the person keeping it together. I strongly believe that 90% of the relationship should rely on the guy. I mean, they should pull weight. They should, do pretty much everything. Now, as far as job goes, we're not going to get into that because, females should, they work for jobs. Yourself being with this girl, then do what you need to do in order to be with her 10 years from now. Because it's really going to make a difference if you're not looking into the future, especially with girls. If you're a little bit older, 23, 24, they're pretty much already looking to settle down pretty soon, if they haven't already. Guys are a little bit different sometimes depending on the age, but it's pretty much true what they say, how guys mature 3 years younger or 3 years late. And we'll go over that in depth in a minute, but you definitely want to have a long-term goal, and you definitely want to go for it, take the necessary steps to achieve to having a long-term goal. I say that because there's absolutely two key features a girl wants. That's love and security. Now, love will get you, a decent length of time. And security will get you a decent length of time. But without them both, it's doomed to fail. And that's, again, where I fell short on the security part. I loved my girlfriend to death. She knew I loved her, but I didn't have the security. I wasn't secure, and by that, I mean I didn't have a career job. I wasn't working towards a career job. I was kind of just, being lazy, and I'll get into that again because that was a big factor into the relationship. But love and security, a girl, a lady, a woman, they want to be loved and they want to feel secure. And if you're not going to provide that for them, then, of course, that's where cheating comes in, or they look for another person, or it wears on them. And sooner or later, if you don't have both, it's not going to work out. It just won't. It's been proven time and time again, and it's sad and unfortunate that us guys don't really see it until sometimes it's too late. But so you definitely want to, and this goes back to the having a long-term goal is, working toward these two key features. Cleanliness. So this was a big one for me. And it makes sense now. It really does, because before I was like, well, what the hell? Even I thought, like, why am I so, messy? Like, my room was always a mess, right? A lot of guys are, and even girls are, but a lot of guys, they just have their room messy, and I would always wonder, why the hell is my room messy? And, other people's room aren't like this. It's not this bad. It should never get like this. And it pretty much your room, and it sounds weird, but it's true. Your room, depending on if it's clean or messy, is a reflection of pretty much your life, how you live, and even your relationship. I was a mess when, the only thing that was for sure was I loved my ex-girlfriend to death. That's pretty much it. And that only lasted so long. So, I try to be clean, and I try to make everything perfect and keep everything tidy and da-da-da-da. But it just wasn't happening. For some reason, it'd always get messy a week later, and I would be back in square one. So if you start by cleaning up your room on a consistent basis, this is all consistency. This is why in the first one I said you have to be consistent. If you're consistent with cleaning up your room, it's really going to show in your relationship. It's going to show in your personal life. It's going to show in your everyday living. And it's an awesome feeling, to tell you the truth. It's a very good feeling, and you feel self-satisfied, and yeah. So I mean, you want to be clean. Plus, I mean, who wants to be dirty? No one wants to be in an unclean room. It's just like kind of gross. Now that I think about it, so be clean, son. That's all you have to do. This is for the ladies, specifically for the girls or guys. I mean, actually, it doesn't matter. This is for either one of you. This is for the guys or girls. If you're planning on breaking up with them, or maybe this isn't working out, maybe this is what they need. Maybe this is what it takes for them to see. As the old saying goes, they don't know what they have until it's gone. Maybe that's what it took. I know for sure that's what it took for me to realize what I had, because I mean, we all take stuff for granted, and I'm so much of a better person because of it. But it may, sadly, and I hope not, because I mean, it's a drag. It's very an uncomfortable feeling. It's sad. It's tragic. When you lose a loved one, or when you break up with a loved one, or whatever. But in extreme cases, this may need to happen. You may need to end it so that they can fix themselves. They can, focus on what their future holds for them, what they're gonna make out of their future. Because two things are gonna happen. They're gonna regress and just go back to how they were and be in their old ways. Or another thing that's gonna happen, which happened to me, and I'm so grateful and thankful for it. You're gonna have this just ultimate crazy drive to be the best you can be. It's like you want to prove something, and that's what you're doing. I mean, to me, it's like I wanted to prove to the world, to myself, to my ex-girlfriend, that I can be the best I can be. Be the man who I'm supposed to be, and that's where I'm currently at right now. So I mean, unfortunately, yeah, it may need to happen. And I'm sorry if it does, because it sucks.